Shinichi, you're going for a lot of stuff, man. Like, I respect fully what you're trying to do, but it's hurting the people close to you if you don't open up to them. Yo, this Parasite episode, seeing a lot of shit with Tamiya as well. Like, it's finally good to see her back in the story and all that. Seeing that she has a freaking kid now. And, like, it's really weird with all that because, you know, they're, like, freaking, like, watching Shinichi. And the same thing, you know, with, like, the investigators as well. Like, they're trying to, like, banana and saying, okay, something must have happened between him and all that. Because there was a parasite there and it was dead. So there was a third party involved and Shinichi was the one to find him. So, you know, they're trying to put two and two together here. Trying to suspect that he's up to something and all that. And I really like with, like, Tamiya, what she did in this episode. Like, she actually had a baby and, like, the babysitter just sit there and she just said, stay quiet. And the baby just did it immediately. I was like, what the fuck? She literally told the child, shut the fuck up, and immediately did that. Man, wish you could do that with all kids and all that when they just start screaming and all that. Like, you just tell them to shut up and they just fall asleep immediately. Although that would probably stop a lot of car crashes if you tell them to shut up afterwards when they're, like, fully older and all that. You still got that control on them and shit. And when we saw that, it's like, Shinichi went back to the place like where like she died, where kind of died, and she's like there like trying to like recollect his feelings and all that, and saying like he really wants to like feel more sadness and all that, and he knows like, you know, what's up with him and all that, and he's really thinking about his humanity. And that was something that we had like in the last episode and all that, that he was really thinking about his humanity. And that's one thing I respect about this like episode, like he was still going saying, you know, I'm not right, I should be crying, I should be feeling bad, like this guilt that he's got over himself right now. And then even as well, like when you saw like the freaking investigator he caught with the you know, Miggy just went in like a fucking psycho, like literally even detaching like itself from like Shinichi's arm just to try and kill this guy. But it's like, oh, if I go any further away and all that, I'm pretty much gonna die and all that. Like I need to actually get back to Shinichi and like force him to kill him. And you know, he managed to like get rid of the camera and all that, so there's like no hard evidence and all that. But this guy was still following Shinichi, still like trying to corral him around his house and shit like that. So that was kind of like kind of creepy to see that. Also as well, it's like with the ending of this episode as well, when we saw like Murano, like he actually really wants to talk, and it shows like he really wants to open up. He really wants to, you know, scream and say, you know, this is me and all that. I really want to do that, but his expression, like in his emotions and like sort of how he's feeling like that isn't coming out like it is. It's just like his face is just this blank canvas, and that, you know, he's trying to portray something on it, but it just isn't working. And it's just like, oh no, I'm fine, you know, something like that. And there was even that bit when he was like, yo, freaking Miggy, get away, because like freaking Miggy's ready to freaking kill her. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, it was some really crazy shit and all that, and it was just like, it's really thought like hurting their relationship and all that. And it's like, you've got to do something soon, Shinichi. You've got to do something soon, otherwise you're gonna lose this girl that you love and all that. You're gonna lose her, and that's one thing that you don't want to do. You don't want to keep losing the people closest to you. And it was a really great setup for like the villains and stuff like that. See, like, you know, Tommy is involved with them now, and seeing like this whole group of parasites, you know, just getting down with this shit and like keeping an eye on him. And just overall, it really just showed like how much deeper remorse that he's in and all that, like for like what happened to him and all that. And also that great shit with freaking Tommy using the baby as an experiment and all that. Like, this stuff was freaking great. Like, Parasite's just amazing. It's just straight up airs and all that. I hope, and it only depends on next week and all that, this one thing, I hope the opening don't change. Everyone knows that the opening is one of the most sickest parts about Parasite. I love it, and I hope it don't change and all that. It probably will, but I'm going to be upset if it does. But in the comment section, go what you thought of this episode of Parasite. I loved it. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Really great episode and all that, but that's all from me. So thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.